I'm Berry-Brincat. I'm one of the consultants here at Stonygate Eye Hospital and also the Leicester Royal Infirmary, as well as other hospitals, Hinckley and Melton Mowbray Hospital. Today I'm going to talk about age-related macular degeneration. It is the most common cause of sight loss in the UK and in Western countries. It is a very common condition, and it is a significant condition that people need to be aware about because it can cost the vision of an individual. It can affect one eye, it can affect both eyes. And obviously, by affecting both eyes, it can have devastating effects on the quality of life as well as the day-to-day activities that can be accomplished by those affected. As you can imagine, it has a cost implication on care and on people who look after the patients who end up having the age-related macular degeneration, as well as it limits people from doing things on a day-to-day basis. Age-related macular degeneration is literally a degeneration, that means like wear and tear of a part of the layer from the retina, okay, and it affects mainly the center of vision. So people who develop this condition will not go completely blind, but if there is loss of vision, it's usually the central vision that's affected. So essentially there is loss of details. If you look at faces, there is less definition, okay, than what would be if someone who didn't have age-related macular degeneration. With age-related macular degeneration, there is a spectrum. That means there is a wide variety from mild, moderate to severe and very severe disease. And there are two types of diseases. One is the dry type, which is the slowly progressive, and the other type is the wet type, which can give sudden reduction in vision in a matter of days. And that's the wet type is because there is usually hemorrhage, okay, blood, there is fluid going into the center of vision, and that is something that needs to be stopped and given treatment in a timely fashion in order to prevent long-term effects and long-term and irreversible sight central loss. As I said, it's a slow degeneration, so people would notice that they would have distortion, that they cannot see things as clear as they used to do. They would see lines becoming more wiggly than normal, and there would be loss of definition and slowly and gradual deterioration of the central vision. As I said, the peripheral vision is not usually affected, and it doesn't cause total blindness of the eye, but can gradually cause significant loss of vision, the central vision, in due years. It varies from person to person. Some person, as I said before, can have a mild disease, but other person can develop more severe disease, especially with conditions like geographic atrophy and so on. Yes, it can run in families as well, so it is something that people need to be aware, because if you've got family members that are affected, it's best if they are screened, especially they may develop signs of age-related macular degeneration at an earlier stage. As its name implies, age-related macular degeneration, it usually affects people who are older, usually over 60 years of age. But there is really no 100% rule to say that younger people cannot get it, but it's very uncommon in the young people, unless there are some underlying other issues and other associated conditions. With the wet type, as I said, it's much more drastic, and gives you a more sudden loss of vision, central vision. So you may wake up one morning and find that the vision has gone blurred and really you can't see much out of it. And that's because of seepage of fluid, okay, from the blood vessels that grow, the membrane usually, where it can cause blood, fluid, what we call exudates, and all sorts of other problems. And that in itself can affect the definition of the vision. So usually for this type of age-related macular degeneration, people need to seek advice urgently. So they attend either the eye casualty or there is usually a rapid access macular service. So it's a dedicated service where people with such problems that affects the age-related macular degeneration, wet type, are able to access the service and be seen in a timely fashion. First of all, it's important to test your eyes pretty much every other day, if not daily. And you need to cover each eye and test it. Usually you're given a grid, what we call an Amsler grid, where it's literally like a square where you have lots of lines, and basically you focus on the center and look at it and see whether there is more wiggliness, more distortion, and this line's not looking as straight. It's important to do it not with both eyes open, but each individual eye, because sometimes if you've got a dominant eye, you may not realize that something is wrong in the less dominant eye. So it is important that you monitor, and if you notice that there has been a drastic reduction in vision, okay, and it's not improving within a few blinks during the day, then that's the time that you need to seek assistance by coming either to the eye casualty or to the rapid access clinic. Obviously, at Stonygate, we also see patients on an urgent basis, but obviously it's not provided through the NHS, and that has been served as a private patient.
Hello, my name is Rita, and I have been volunteering with Vista for about 3 or 4 months now. I'm a telephone hero, which basically entails me calling people with sight loss several times a week, and just keeping in touch with them and seeing how they're doing day to day. I thoroughly enjoy it. I really enjoy being a telephone hero. It's improved my conversational skills, my confidence, and many, many more things. It's indescribable how much it's affected my life. It's given me purpose as well, and that's something I was sorely missing, purpose in myself, I think, because I wasn't working for a while, and it left me with some free time. But thanks to Vista, they've kept me really busy, and I've been helping in the marketing department from afar as well, so I've been helping with the marketing department at Vista too, from home, and it's just fantastic. I feel like I'm, getting some skills that I will learn before I step back into the office at Vista. But there's a Just Giving page that's been set up. It'd be lovely if you guys could donate and help the most vulnerable people in our community. That would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.